A Plymouth woman is behind a nonprofit that aims to help other nonprofits with business expertise. Today in Newsmakers, Shannon Slatton sits down with Andrea McMaster, the new president of Amplify Mission Network.
Amplify Mission Network is a Christian organization, and it connects business leaders with emerging faith-inspired nonprofits. I like to say it's big hearts, it's bright minds coming together to create a better future for our world. And one of the easiest ways to understand what Amplify does is to come to one of our bi-monthly meetings where two local nonprofits, they present a current challenge or obstacle, and the business leaders in the room, many from your viewing area, they put on their brainstorm hats and they offer ideas, solutions, connections to propel these nonprofits forward. And one of the things about Amplify is it's really a win-win-win for multiple different people. It's the business leaders are finding a renewed sense of purpose and meaning because they can use their professional expertise in a philanthropic way. And the nonprofit leaders, they're overcoming these obstacles and they're able to grow their nonprofits more than they ever imagined. And then our Minnesota communities and places around the world are strengthened because these nonprofits are better equipped to live out their missions.
How fulfilling is it to see some of those connections being made?
That's one of the reasons why I was looking so forward to joining Amplify. It really is what drew me to Amplify is that core mission of fostering connections and just creating spaces where business leaders can give away their experience, their expertise, their talents, their skills, right? We feel so good when we're giving to others, and there is so much power in collaboration. There's so much power when we can do things together. And I think about the nonprofit leaders who are just emerging, they're just starting something, they have a passionate idea, but they face a challenge or an obstacle, but you know if you have someone alongside you on that journey, that it feels really good, and then they can better focus on those that they are called to serve. Whether it's like veterans in our community, or it's human trafficking, or it's people, families dealing with food insecurity, or youth experiencing homelessness.
And is the scope of the challenges that they see, is it everything from fundraising to personnel? Does it really just run the gamut?
It does. We really focus on making sure that when the nonprofits are presenting to the business leaders, and sometimes it can be up to 200 or more business leaders in the room, that it's a very specific ask. One example is Hope Farm School. They were a local nonprofit that presented to the group, and they were looking for how that they could use their farm to help with financial resources. And so the business leaders, they showed up with an amazing idea and said, why don't you create a box? So the boys who are part of their program were able to use their practical skills to learn how to create these boxes. They filled it with our farm-grown food, and then the money from those boxes helped support the educational programs for Hope Farm School.
Very good. If there's a business owner, business person watching right now and they want to learn more, how can they get involved?
Yeah, well, one thing is there's so many different levels. So coming to the meeting, it's just a couple of hours for plugging in and you can make an impact. Otherwise, there's ways for business leaders to plug in as a coach or a consultant or a mentor, and all that information about our meetings and how they can volunteer with Amplify, it's on our website at amplifymission.org.
All right, very good. Andrea McMaster with Amplify Mission Network. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Find more local news stories at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.